Well, it looks like Tiffany Haddish seems to be having the last laugh when it comes to her hating on Common's relationship with Jennifer Hudson, because allegedly Jennifer just dumped Common in the messiest and most embarrassing way possible. Now we all know how Jennifer Hudson and Common have been an item for about 2 years now, right? Well, it looks like Common just got played by Jennifer because the streets are now saying that he proposed to Jennifer, and she hit him with the big fat nope, and then crushed his little heart under her boots. Well, Tiffany is not feeling bad for Common at all. In fact, she's been mocking him and throwing some massive shade at him. If all thought that Tiffany was messy before, well, she just unlocked some new levels of pettiness. She ready, doll. It looks like Tiffany she might have hex comment or something because he just got dumped by Jennifer Hudson. Tiffany has been openly hating on the relationship from day one, and it looks like nothing has changed.
Girl, he never gave me no damn earrings. He probably gave those to Jennifer.
Tiffany and Common dated for about a year or so from 2020 to 2021 during the pandemic, and at first, Common tried to claim that the relationship ended on mutual terms because they both had busy schedules that made it hard to maintain a relationship.
Tiffany and I got back on the move. It really didn't allow for us to spend as much time and put as much energy into our relationship. I don't think the love really dispersed. I just think it was just like we weren't feeding the relationship.
However, Tiffany claimed that Common had blindsided her with the breakup, saying, "It was the healthiest and the funnest relationship I ever had. It's where I felt safest out of all the relationships I've ever had." The breakup wasn't mutual. It was more him saying, "I think this relationship has run its course." And I was like, okay, you're going to be a 50-year-old single man, okay. She also claimed that Common had commitment issues, saying he might be the type of person that never really settles with somebody. Maybe he's like, you know, like a bee going from flower to flower to flower. I don't know. I wish her nothing but joy and happiness. But when Common started dating Jennifer Hudson, things looked very promising. And there were reports that he was already very serious about Jennifer, more serious than he had ever been with other women, even famous women in the industry. Common has a bit of a reputation for being something of a player in the industry, cause he's taken several celebrity ladies down, Kaji P, Hint, and Erica D, Serena, Angela Rye, and a host of other females. However, it looks like the player just got played because new reports have it that Jennifer is rethinking the relationship and just might have dumped him. And Common is not handling it well at all. She is telling you she's not going. Okay, let me take you all back to when they first started dating because Jennifer was really trying to hide the relationship at the start. They met on the set of a movie, Breed Inspire. Immediately sparks flew between them, and an inside source spilled the tea about the budding romance, saying they'd known each other for years. Things took a romantic turn while they were filming in Philadelphia over the summer. When the day's shoot wrapped, they'd always find their way to each other's side. Now Jennifer is known to be very private about her relationships, so she denied that they were together and told the old story of how they were friends and blah, blah, blah. People create their narratives of it. We shot a film together, and he played my husband. We got to eat in between those moments, right, Jennifer? Yes, that clearly was a big fat lie because they were spotted on dates even after the filming ended. The relationship continued to get stronger, and Common went all the way to London for the premiere of her musical EST Strange Loop. It was clear as day that everybody who saw them at the premiere that they were an item. And one of those attendees said, "There has been speculation for months regarding whether or not they are together, but the fact that they've traveled all the way to London together just shows they're very much an item." They arrived at the show individually to avoid any commotion, but away from prying eyes, they were very much in each other's company. So they continued to act all sly about their relationship, but they eventually came clean while he was a guest on her show a couple of months ago. And they finally admitted that they were together after more than a year of playing hide and seek.
Are you dating anyone?
So, yes, and I'm in a relationship that is one of the most beautiful people I ever met in life. And she's smart, she loves God, she has something real down to earth about her. She's talented, but I set my standard kind of high because she had to have an EGOT. She had to win an Oscar on her first movie. I set my standard high. She had to get her own talk show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Now, like I said, Jennifer is very private about her relationship, so the fact that she was willing to go public with her relationship kind of made us feel like their relationship was stronger than ever, and that they were very solid. Common clearly also thought the same thing because, according to new reports, he proposed to her, but she flat out turned him down because she was scared about his Playboy past, especially because she has been burned by love before in the past. Now, for those of you who don't know or didn't remember, Jennifer used to be in a strong relationship with a man named David Otunga for 10 years. Yes, y'all, this is the same David Otunga that was running after New York. Yes, Flavor Flav's New York. I love New York, yeah, he was on that show. But even though things with them started off as a fairy tale romance, it quickly turned sour and the police even got involved at some point. They began dating back in 2007, and things moved pretty fast from there, and before you knew it, in September 2008, on Jennifer's 27th birthday, David popped the question, and they looked like the perfect couple. Or so we thought. Unfortunately, tragedy struck shortly after Jennifer said yes. Just a few weeks later, her brother-in-law took the lives of her mom, brother, and nephew. It was an absolute nightmare, but Jennifer had David by her side throughout it all. He was her rock, always there to offer a shoulder for her to cry on. But later that same year, Jennifer announced that she was pregnant, and in 2009, their son David Jr. arrived, and suddenly, they had this wonderful little family. But skip ahead to 2010, and they've been engaged for over 2 years. Naturally, people started wondering when the big day would finally come, and there were rumors flying around that they were planning to tie the knot that year. But then nothing happened, and the silence dragged on for another 2 years. By 2012, speculation was at an all-time high that things were going left behind the scenes. But 2014 still, there wasn't any news about them getting planned to be married, and rumors got stronger that things had changed between them. So by 2017, they couldn't keep up the facade any longer and finally came clean about their split. In hindsight, there were some signs that suggested that David might not be the man that Jennifer thought he was, like how Jennifer hinted at him being insecure. She mentioned how David wasn't exactly thrilled about her shedding pounds and upping her glam game, which in hindsight should have been a pretty big red flag. Jennifer visited the Jay Leno show where she was asked, "What does your fiance think? Does he like the new swelled you?" Jennifer responded, "He's getting adjusted to it. He's not really into change that much. So he fusses at me like, why do you have to get all dressed up to go out? And why can't you just go out like you used to?" And I'm like, I'm a walking billboard now, honey. Now, after the breakup, things got even worse between Jennifer and David, and she claimed that there was DV involved in the relationship. She accused David of getting aggressive with her a couple of times, especially when the relationship started to decline. She also accused him of being extremely jealous to the point of paranoia. David then came out with allegations of his own, accusing Jennifer of cheating on him with multiple men in the industry. It got so messy that he even used their son to spy on Jennifer. And Jennifer recounted this one time when she had their son with her at the studio, and David allegedly got him to record her, convinced that she was getting steamy with one of her producers. Jennifer also stated that David allegedly told the boy, "Don't let your mom's boyfriend effing touch you." Well, Jennifer also claimed that David would send her scary messages when she was at the studio. She got scared enough that she called for security, fearing he might show up at the studio and cause trouble. But thankfully, he allegedly didn't. But the drama didn't end there. When she got home, she claimed that he was waiting for her, and things got heated real fast. Allegedly, he got physical, grabbing their son and dragging her around. And this wasn't a pretty picture, to say the least. But again, David had a totally different story to tell, and he accused Jennifer of twisting the situation to get pity and sympathy from the public, especially because of her fame. In a statement to TMZ, his lawyer said that he denies each and every allegation Hudson has made against him, and that at no time did Mr. Otunga physically push Miss Hudson as she alleged. He argued that his frustration with Jennifer stemmed from what he saw to be a bit reckless with their son. According to him, Jennifer thought it was cool to keep her kid at a recording studio until the wee hours of the school night. All he wanted was to get the little one tucked in bed on time so he'd be fresh for school the next day. So allegedly, his beef wasn't about jealousy or possessiveness, but about responsible parenting, or so he says. But that wasn't the only time that Jennifer claimed that he was cruel to her, because she also spoke about a crazy time when he allegedly left a gun out on the kitchen table, messing with her head in some twisted attempt at mind games. But let's unpack this, shall we? Jennifer had been through some serious trauma involving guns in the past. I mean, her mom, brother, and nephew were all lost on the same day due to gun violence. So for him to leave a firearm lying around like it's no big deal, that is sinister. Well, David denied the DV allegations, and his lawyers released another statement saying, "Mr. Otunga has never abused or harassed Miss Hudson or their son, and it is unfortunate, especially in today's climate, that she would feel the need to make these false allegations against him." Mr. Otunga looks forward to his day in court and in being awarded the residential care of the party's only child. Well, as you can expect, this experience left a bitter taste in Jennifer's mouth, and it explains why she might be reluctant to make things official with Common. An insider said, after her engagement went south, Jennifer was adamant that she would never marry, that it just isn't in the cards for her. But then Common came into her life and swept her off her feet. Common tells JY, despite his past with so many famous women, he's in a relationship for keeps. But Jen felt that way when she was engaged for 9 years. Want to end up in a broken marriage and be back at square one, but y'all want to know who's probably enjoying all this tea and just popping that popcorn? Tiffany Haddish, of course. According to an insider, she feels like this is Common's karma for treating her badly and breaking her heart, and she's enjoying the thought of him hurting and broken because it's exactly the same thing he did to her. And y'all, surprisingly, fans are definitely here for Jennifer turning down Common, and they left Common, saying at the beginning of the relationship, "I said she should keep stepping or keep her feelings in her pocket." Sounds like Common is a good time but also a heartbreaker. I think she is wise to proceed with caution. I think Jennifer Hudson should keep her guard up and her eyes 93 open when it comes to Common. I don't think he's as upstanding as he tries to seem. It's just something about him. It's 2024, so who knows what will come out or happen. And I'm definitely glad she's wide awake 93 and knows what she's truly dealing with. Smart lady. Well, it's sad if Common really feels like Jennifer is the love of his life, cause it looks like Jennifer doesn't like living in Common's spotlight. Ooh, but I need to know what y'all feel about this. Are you Team Common and J Hood, or are you just Team J Hood? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and then check out this next video.